Quasimodo in the eyes of the media and the public and all that. Of course, you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself as well. But you find these kind of connections. Just from spending time, over here.
God of honor.
See you next film.
It was absolutely fantastic atmosphere. The whole crowd was just amazing. I thought Johnny sang really, really good. Acoustically, vocally, I thought the whole thing was just amazing.
He was absolutely brilliant. It was worth waiting for to see him.
Now that the legal battle between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp has come to a close, fans have anticipated what is next for the Pirates of the Caribbean actor, one of which is where the actor will make his permanent abode. But after the unfortunate event of Jeff's passing, JD may not be returning to Hollywood anytime soon. And here's why. You may agree that Johnny has not had the best of these previous years, and to make things worse, he lost his rock buddy, Jeff Beck. As a result, it has been reported that Depp left Hollywood and has moved to London for the time being. And that means he won't be on any of those Hollywood Homes tours anytime soon. In case you are wondering why Depp took such a drastic step, well, during the defamation trial, Johnny Depp was living with his friend, the late musician Jeff Beck. And after his passing, he remained in the UK and is reportedly alternating between a hotel and staying with friends across the pond, which begs the question, why isn't he returning stateside? Although a new report by The Times indicates that he's more comfortable in London or Paris than in major cities in the States, fans have speculated that Jeff's demise hit him really hard. A quote by an insider reads, "The hubbub and craziness of life in New York can be exhausting. As much as London and Paris are busy, thriving cities, Johnny still feels he can relax and be creative there. He has always loved Europe, and people love him there. He feels very at home there and finds the European lifestyle a bit more his speed." While it looks like Johnny Depp simply feels more comfortable in the UK when compared to cities like New York or Los Angeles that are all hustle and bustle, fans believe Depp's decision has a thing or two to do with Jeff's demise. Besides, given just how public his legal battle with Amber Heard was, it just makes sense that Johnny Depp might want to step away from major American hub cities and all the paparazzi. We are sure you remember how Hollywood treated JD during his legal toggle with Amber Heard. But for a recap, Hollywood canceled the actor and blacklisted him.
Also, having worked on these films with these people and having added much of myself, much of my own rewriting of the dialogue and scenes and the jokes and whatever they are, I didn't quite understand how that, after that long relationship and quite a successful relationship, certainly for Disney, that suddenly I was guilty until proven innocent.
So, it would make sense that he wanted to get a break from all the madness. Besides, how can he not love to stay in London? He has won the hearts of millions, and those in London are not excluded. In several viral videos, fans across the city of London were seen showering him love.
God of honor.
See you next film.
Just from spending time, over here.
But while Johnny Depp seemingly hasn't settled in London just yet, he's got a support system across the pond. This is no doubt important as both he and Amber Heard attempt to move on from their viral controversies. And that includes a possible professional comeback. As soon as the verdict came down in Johnny Depp's favor, he seemingly began his comeback tour. This included public appearances at the VMAs and on Rihanna's Savage X Fenty show, as well as touring with Jeff Beck as a musician. Depp also filmed his first post-trial movie and even picked up a directing gig. Finally, he returned as the face of Dior's fragrance Sauvage. But Jeff's demise may have caused a pause in the actor's career, so it's currently unclear when Johnny Depp's new projects will be released. In the meantime, check out the 2023 movie release dates to plan your next movie experience. As for Amber Heard, she's expected to appear in Aquaman 2 on December 25th. While our focus is on Depp, it's clear that Johnny is having a very hard time getting over Jeff's demise, and fans can't help but feel bad for him. Moreover, it was reported that actor and Hollywood Vampires band member was by Beck's bedside along with some other rock stars before the legendary guitarist died. They had a really tight friendship. They were extremely close, and he got even closer over this past summer when they were touring together, a source told People magazine. The sickness came on really quickly, and it all deteriorated rapidly in the last couple weeks. The source added that Depp is still processing the news. On behalf of his family, it is with deep and profound sadness that we share the news of Jeff Beck's passing. After suddenly contracting bacterial meningitis, He peacefully passed away yesterday. His family said in a statement posted on Twitter. His family asked for privacy while they processed this tremendous loss. The statement concluded. Surely, fans can't forget how Depp and Beck released an album together in July 2022 titled 18 and even filmed a music video for its lead single. The pair also toured together, making a stop at the Paramount in Huntington on Long Island in October. JD and Jeff first met each other in 2016 and began recording the album in 2019 while Depp was also performing with Alice Cooper's supergroup Hollywood Vampires. In 2022, Beck released a full-length album called 18 with Depp. The pair performed a number of live shows together. Beck rose to prominence as a member of the rock band The Yardbirds and afterwards fronted the Jeff Beck group in Beck, Beaujard and Epicé. Although he rarely sang, he scored a big hit as a solo artist with the song Hi-Ho Silver Lining, written by Scott English and Larry Weiss. It made the top 20 in both 1967 and on re-release 5 years later. The duo also stayed and rocked out together during the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer's recent UK tour, which took place as Depp awaited the jury's decision in his bombshell defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard.
Suzette asks, what has been the best part being back on tour in Europe and the U.S.?
Jeff and his wife Sandra just took me in to their house, and I lived with them for months and months and months. Then we went on the first tour together, and so for me, having had to deal with other things at the same time, once those things...
As expected, celebrities have stormed into social media to honor the icon. Mick Jagger, the lead singer of the Rolling Stones, took to social media and wrote, "With the death of Jeff Beck, we have lost a wonderful man and one of the greatest guitar players in the world. We will all miss him so much." Additionally, Black Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi mourned Beck's death on Twitter, saying he was extremely shocked to hear of his passing. Jeff was such a nice person and an outstanding, iconic, genius guitar player. There will never be another Jeff Beck, Iommi wrote. His playing was very special and distinctively brilliant. He will be missed. Also, Led Zeppelin guitarist Jimmy Page, also a former Yardbirds member, paid tribute to Beck, saying his technique was unique and imagination limitless. The six-stringed warrior is no longer here for us to admire the spell he could weave around our mortal emotions. Jeff could channel music from the ethereal. He said, "Jeff, I will miss you along with your millions of fans. Let's see how the fans have reacted to the rather unfortunate news." A fan wrote, "Just found out Jeff Beck died in January. That's so sad. I'm so glad JD and him were able to make that awesome album together before he passed. Hashtag Rip to Beck, hashtag Johnny Depp, hashtag rocking music." Another fan added, "I feel horrible for Johnny Depp and all the members of the band. Bacterial meningitis is a Depp wish and contagious. Mr. Jeff Beck will always be an icon. It's very sad." While another fan added and posted a snippet of the concert video, "We will never see this concert again. Who knew that this was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Jeff and Johnny were magic and these concerts were intimate. Venues were spectacular." And a netizen replied, "God put people in your life for certain journeys. God paired JD with Jeff, his angel. He helped him carry that burden. They buried it and held him as he heals. Jeff will be missed. I just listen to their album every so often. I still tear up. Look how well JD is doing, proud." Meanwhile, Johnny Depp is set to perform as part of 2 concerts paying tribute to Jeff Beck at the Royal Albert Hall. For those unversed, the English guitarist Jeffrey Arnold Beck, also known as Jeff Beck, died in January at the age of 78 after contracting bacterial meningitis. Eric Clapton and Sir Rod Stewart are among the stars also expected to perform at the 2 tribute concerts. Additionally, Beck's wife Sandra Beck and guitarist Clapton have announced 2 concerts to honor Beck's memory and artistry, which will take place at the London venue in May and feature performances from a number of high-profile musicians. In addition to Clapton, Depp and Sir Rod, other artists have reportedly indicated their interest to be involved in the concert include Doyle Bramhall, Gary Clark Jr., and Billy Gibbons, among others. Well, lovers of JD hope the actor can find peace after losing such an amazing friend, Jeff Beck. Also, prayers and thoughts go to Jeff's family and loved ones. See you in the next video for more entertainment.